Hey there guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today we're talking about LA and just moving to the city, what's different about it, some tips that I can give you from my experience, and yeah, just the whole ordeal. How is it? What is it like? And is it for you? So let's go. So first off, one of the positives about LA is the climate. It's amazing. During the summer you can always swim if you have a pool, which is great. If not, usually most apartment complexes have a community pool too. So like, you're always swimming. The ocean's usually an hour away depending where you live in LA, whether you're in the valley or in downtown, or if you're in Santa Monica, it's literally right on your front porch. It's really great. Now, with that climate comes a high price tag. Most places here in the city to rent out are gonna be upwards of $1,000, especially if you're living towards the more expensive areas like Hollywood, Santa Monica, downtown LA. Now you can get lucky and hopefully rent a place with a few friends, maybe get it cheaper. I was able to do that with some family and friends, and I lucked out with a place in the valley, and I love it. It's great, but still, rent's gonna be expensive, so you're gonna need a job. And I always suggest serving, because that's what I do, and you can make a lot of money. You want a job where you can make your minimum wage plus tips, and that is exactly what serving can do. So if you get a high volume place, or if you have experience in fine dining, hit those two, you can easily make a decent amount of money, because you also make a lot more money in California than you would back in your place in the Midwest or wherever you're coming from. For me, I came from Ohio, so it's like the amount of money I make now is hugely different than what I make in Ohio, but since expenses are so expensive out here, it all levels out, of course. So yeah, find a cheaper place to live. You don't always have to live close to the action of like Hollywood and all that, because it's really expensive there. So if you're okay with having to drive to some of the fun stuff, do the valley or something a little cheaper. But if you want to be close to the ocean and stuff, there's Santa Monica and all that, but just remember it's going to be a lot more expensive. So yeah, that's my tips on climate, and then of course rent. So there you go. Let's move on to the next one. Last on the list of things you need to do when you move to a new place, whether it's LA or not, is find a group of people you can hang out with. Find friends. I think this is probably like the most important thing you can do, because as humans we are scientifically meant to be in community with people, to be social. So find friends. I was lucky enough to find some friends through a YouTube channel called Yes Theory. They're amazing, and some of my best friends came from there, from a meetup we met in Malibu. It was crazy. And I'm super thankful for that. I also go to this place called Mosaic on Hollywood Boulevard. They're a church. There's some amazing people there as well. So I've have these two groups of community that I can go between and just meet new people and enjoy and just grow as a person, because I think the more people you meet and the more you're impacted by other people, the more you grow as a person. And I think it's just really important to find friends. And of course, if you're moving to a new city, if you already have family here, that is great. I was lucky enough to have family here, so the transition was not as hard, and it was definitely not as lonely, especially when you have people you already know and love. So that was great. But if you are moving alone, really try to get involved with some friends or some people, and just try to make connections, because it can get lonely even though you're in a city of millions of people. If you don't have people to hang around, to share life with, it gets incredibly lonely, whether you're in a huge city or in a big or a small city. I was about to say a big city. I'm like a huge and a big city. That makes sense. Nonetheless, that is my last thing to say. So, of course, to review, find a place with decent rent, get a good job. Serving is great, I think. I would suggest that. And remember, if LA isn't for you, if the city isn't for you, wherever you're moving, if you just do not feel at home there, then it's okay to move back, but give it some time. Don't leave right away, but if you definitely feel hey, this is not constructive to me as a person, I feel like I'm dying inside, then you're hey, this isn't for me. It's okay, don't feel bad. We all have to learn, and that's cool. And then of course, find your people. It's extremely great to have friends, and I highly suggest it. It's awesome. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. My arm is getting really tired because I've done this a few times. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.